YouTube. Alright. Oh, it's so bright. It's good. This is weird. See this? 훨씬 더 없어. 훨씬 더 없어. 훨씬 더 없어. 훨씬 더 없다고. Hi. How are you?
Oh, good. What are you up to?
Doing good. I'm doing a challenge to stand here for 24 hours.
Oh, whoa! Just in the same spot? That sounds like just standing.
Yeah,
That sounds really hard.
yeah. What about you? What
How
are you
long
up
have you
to?
been there?
It's been, what time is it right now?
9?
Yeah, 11 hours.
Oh shit! Ah, good luck.
I'm here because I am fighting for homeless issues.
Oh, that's really nice.
So I believe, yeah, do you want to come? Yeah, so I believe a lot of people becoming homeless into drug addicts because
Yeah.
of the abandonment from their families and friends. I heard that a lot of depression comes from social issues,
Yeah.
emotional trauma lead them homeless people into drug addicts,
Yeah.
and it's very hard for them to come back.
And it works both ways. People want to become homeless end up being addicted to drugs, and people who are addicted to drugs end up becoming homeless.
Yeah,
And it's also very difficult that a lot of the issues I live outside, I have for most of the last 10 years. A lot of the issues around it are really
would you like
not.
to come here? Come
Yeah.
close to me.
A lot of the issues are not because of actually physically having to live outside or even choosing to live outside. It's just because of being ostracized by society, and
You can come
also
close to me. Just
because like people don't interact with like hobos the way they interact with each other. Usually, maybe like 5% of people will talk to you like a normal person if they know you're homeless. Most people, I don't know if it's social awkwardness or what, but like most people are just so socially awkward. They can't deal with interacting with someone who's radically different than them, who has a different amount of wealth than them. And so they just like won't talk to you, or they'll literally
How
like,
long have you been homeless?
like 10 years about.
10 years is a long time.
Yeah, and a lot of that, I've had jobs, I've like had partners, I've had friends, I've done all sorts of things in my life. I've lived in different places,
Yeah.
but I mostly always lived outside, just because once I became used
Like
to
a
it.
shelter, right?
No, like literally like outside,
How do you sleep outside?
I just do it. You just get used to it.
How do you survive in the winter?
Again, you just get used to it, and you get like the amount of gear you need. And I started very young, and I also have a lot of like wilderness knowledge that corresponds pretty easily. A lot of the time I've lived outside, I've lived in like forests, and maybe like a quarter of the time I've lived in cities. You can't live anywhere in between. Like you can't live in a normal town and be homeless because people won't let you. That's why people like come to cities to be homeless.
Why do you think cities let people to be homeless?
There's just like a general.
Wait, and what happens if you're homeless and go to countryside?
If you go to like a suburban town, like if you go to like a town with like 50,000 people in it in Connecticut or something,
Yeah.
you'll just get arrested. Or
You
maybe
get arrested.
right away. If you're in the wrong state, you'll just get shot. Like if you go like, because you'll end up on someone's land. People own miles and miles of empty land, of forest and farmland,
Yeah.
and if you walk across the wrong trail there,
So New York City is nicer to homeless people.
oh, by far. The city is by far, and to everyone. That's why minorities come here. That's why queer people come here.
Yeah.
Any group of people that is like marginalized or in danger is safer in a city, or in the deep woods. And you find both those groups in both those places.
May I ask that? Are you from England? Are you Australian?
No, I'm from just to the north of here, but I have like a little bit of an accent.
You have an accent.
Yeah.
Someone was trolling, like, oh, why is he talking like a baby? So you have an accent, yeah.
Yeah, I do the R's a little bit differently. I'm also
Are you
like
Canadian or?
no,
where
I'm
are you?
from Vermont and Maine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I've also lived in Boston. I've lived here. I've lived in Rhode Island. I'm really thirsty right now. I was gonna go get water.
Yeah,
Just
get
part of why my
water.
mouth is a little bit funky
Okay.
right now.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you. How do you think society judges on homeless people?
Oh man,
You already mentioned a couple things, but
it's really not great. It's sort of just people just sort of shut down and like are unable to talk to you like a normal person. And it comes from them. Like, if someone's like noticeably homeless or just like they say, or, you know, they can tell they're homeless because they're doing something, like collecting cans or something, and they just act completely normally, walk by someone and say like, just like to say hi. Yeah, like if a guy's just like a couple people like sitting talking on a bench who are like middle class people, and like a hobo person just sort of walks by, it's like, hey, keeps walking. They'll act like rats. They'll like freeze, like. And just stare at it, like fucking like hiss,
yeah.
like rat people, like not even humans, just complete like inability to connect on a human level.
How do you think it affects you?
It definitely it doesn't affect me that much at this point in my life, but I
You got
can
used to it.
definitely see it distances people from society. And because they're distant from society, because they're not able to interact with people like normal people, and they're not having lots of social interactions with people, they're not engaging in normal activities, they end up being pushed into spaces where they are welcome. And the spaces where they are welcome are like crack dens, because that economy is based off of them. You know, if someone sells drugs, they want homeless people around them. Or, you know, if other depressed homeless people addicted to drugs are hanging out, they want you to come hang out with them. And so that ends up with people having these relationships that are based off addiction and based off of sort of a shared distancing from society.
How was it when you were homeless for the first year?
The first year I was homeless, I was actually it was actually kind of a smooth transition into homelessness, because I was working, and I worked in like a pretty low income job. I was a waiter, and I was living in a place with bad public transportation, working really long hours late into the night, and living in a place that I was renting that cost way more money than I could afford. I was giving literally 80% of my paycheck sometimes to my landlord. And also because of the public transportation situation, I would end up like a mile or two from my house at like midnight. And so and it was also during the summer. So there were like multiple times when I would literally just be walking home at night and be too tired to walk home and just sleep on the side of the road in the woods. And that happened so many times, I eventually started to get used to it. And I started just sleeping outside more and more intentionally and bringing stuff with me to sleep outside and sleeping in the town that I worked, not even going back to where I lived for 2 or 3 days at a time. And so after a couple months, I was just like, I am losing all my money. It's going to my landlord. It's going to the other facets of society I support. And I'm sleeping outside anyway, and I don't own many possessions, so I should just start sleeping outside. And so I started working and sleeping outside, and I did that for a few months, and then I got a job at a summer camp. And then I did that for a while, and I was just camping out there while working. And then I had some money saved up, and I just decided to spend the next few months camping out during the fall by myself. I had a lot of like depression at the time and like mental issues, and so that was actually really good for me to be able to take time alone outside and reflect. It was sort of when I was transitioning into adulthood around like age of 19. And then
That's so early.
yeah. I mean, I went to college for a little bit, but I didn't like it, so I left.
Wait, I'm so confused. When did you start becoming homeless?
Well, that's kind of when it happened. I sort of decided,
Or like even like working and
oh,
sleeping in the.
yeah, that was when I was like 18,
That's super
18
young.
or 19.
That's
Yeah.
very young.
I actually got into an engineering program at University of Vermont. I went for like 3 months, and I just saw the direction my life was going in, and I hated it so much, I was literally suicidal.
Okay.
And then I was just like, I can't do this. I don't want to do math anymore. I don't want to sit at a fucking desk anymore. I hate this so much. I've always hated it. And
How are you right now?
now I'm 28.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I left. I did that. Most of like the work I've done since then has been teaching at nature centers and things, working with kids a lot, and that I think is what I'm meant to do with my life.
Mhm.
It's difficult now that I'm getting older because I want to have my own kids, get married, and I need to figure out how to transition back into living in like society.
Okay.
Because
When was your last time having a job?
Oh man, not long ago, like a few months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I've worked for most of the last 10 years. I just haven't. I've also volunteered a lot. Living outside has freed me up to do more of that, to pursue like my own life. There's a lot to be gained from living outside. It can be a very, very enriching, beautiful life, but it's also incredibly difficult because society does things to make it unnecessarily difficult. It's illegal to sleep outside in most places. You
I
can't-
didn't know that. Because like we live in America.
Oh,
Guys,
yeah.
like we live in America. Like we have so much land. Why is it illegal to
We
sleep
have
outside?
oh man, we have a lot of land, but we have very little public land. The public land we have is deep out in the middle of nowhere, and there are extremely strict laws around private land ownership. If you go to Scotland or Finland or like Northern Europe, or if you go to a socialist country like Cuba or Vietnam, then you can just sort of walk around, and it doesn't really matter where you are. There's things called right to roam laws. You can sleep outside pretty much anywhere. You can walk pretty much anywhere. In America, an individual person can own. There are people in America who own as much land as Rhode Island. They own a Rhode Island's worth of land. They own islands. They own giant farms. They own vast acres of forests, and they're legally allowed to shoot anyone who walks on it.
There is trespassing.
Yeah, incredibly strict trespassing laws. And no public transportation outside of major cities. You know, we don't have ways to get from a town into like the woods. A lot of just terribly designed suburbs. And obviously, like in New York, in major cities, an enormous amount of abandoned houses and apartments that people just own to own. Like they'll buy 100 apartments just so that their money is in property instead of just in cash sitting in the bank, just to diversify their investments, and they won't rent them out. They won't even like Airbnb them. No one goes in them. I have friends who sleep in them. They just go to empty apartments and sleep in them, and that's their way of living here.
We are in New York City.
Yeah, we're in Manhattan.
We're in Manhattan.
I know people who have like the keys to multiple empty apartments around
Really?
here. They just found the keys and they just go sleep there, and that's how they live during the winter, especially.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I know other people who like sleep in train stations and like,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Where is the best place to sleep?
I mean, like, I don't know if there's a best place. It depends on like what. You know what was really awesome was when there were those outdoor shacks during like the last few years since Corona. They built all those outdoor sort of buildings by restaurants, like the outdoor dining shacks. People would sleep there all the time, and also just hang out there at night. Even people who weren't homeless would hang out there. They were great. They created these like nice little sort of gazebos all over the streets.
Yeah,
Those were fucking great. Some places have like little entryways that are usually unlocked.
Yeah.
That are like maybe like 50 square feet or so, and they're like made of cloth. You know what I mean? They're like in front of stores and like restaurants sometimes.
Yeah.
And like they're usually unlocked at night because the door behind it is locked to a business or something, and a lot of people sleep in that little space because there's no wind. Yeah.
So, do you have any plan for next?
I mean,
Or is there something that you want to do
I feel
or
like
wish to happen?
I want to try to teach people sort of nature connection here in New York. It's something that I feel like I was drawn to the city to do. A lot of like wilderness people have talked about that in the circles that I'm in, about trying to like learn how to view the city in a more natural way and get people here to connect to nature. Especially in New England, people talk about New York. They like reference New York a lot when they talk about that. They're like, "Yeah, I've lived in New York and it was terrible." Or like, "I have friends in New York and they're always stressed out. They don't know how to like get into nature." I don't know. I feel like that's something I was drawn here to do.
Do you do any drugs?
I do not. I have never done drugs.
Really?
That's
one of the conceptions.
I've literally never smoked a cigarette.
Really?
I've never smoked tobacco. I started drinking when I was 21, and I've literally only been
I'm
drunk.
glad that she's a cancer survivor. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I've literally only been drunk like a few times in my life. I've never done
Wow.
coke or heroin or like none of that. I've never smoked weed.
Okay.
And that has also, as much as most of society are sort of like serfs to landowners, they're basically peasants who work for 4 days a week just to have the right to live inside, because they don't own property. Most people who live outside are peasants to drug dealers. They spend they work, gathering cans, asking people for money, stealing things. You consider that work. It's activities they do to get money, and they spend all of that to buy drugs. There are people I know who walk around all day, every day, gathering money. Either like gathering cans, asking people for money. They make probably 10 grand a year doing that, and every single cent of that goes to crack. So they never, they can't lift themselves out of their position. Yeah, it's very difficult. Also, there's a lot of why society makes it difficult to live outside is because they want us to be an example to people who are like the working class people. People who are working really hard and paying rent and paying insurance and car loans, all these ridiculous nonsense sort of payments they make every month, that amount to almost all of the wealth that they're able to accumulate. People in this country, they make 40 grand a year, and at the end of the year, they have nothing to show for it, because all of it is gone to insurance, to landlords, to car payments, to stuff like that. They want those people to keep working and keep giving out all the money, and so they use us as an example. They're like, "Oh, look how terrible their lives are, the people who live outside, the people who are unemployed. They're not even allowed to go into buildings."
How does it make you feel? How society judges you?
Oh yeah, it's terrible. I mean, my life could be so much easier without me having any more wealth than I have now. I don't need any more wealth. I don't need to live inside. I just need to have access to I just need to be able to integrate into society, to be able to access basic things like places to get water,
Yes, I'm still out
places
here.
to shower, and places to use the bathroom. They intentionally, I mean, New York City has like probably more piss on it than any city in the world. Like, we literally have, if you don't have cash with you to buy something, you can't use a bathroom in this city. And there are no public bathrooms.
Yeah, where do you
anywhere.
go? Where do you go bathroom?
I piss on the ground all the time. And so I've seen like 16-year-old middle class girls piss on the subway because they couldn't find a place to use the bathroom. I've seen like lots of people who have jobs who live inside just pissing on the ground because there's no bathrooms. Like most cities like Amsterdam, Shanghai, London, Hong Kong, there's bathrooms everywhere. That's why there's no piss on the ground. New York, they've decided that if you don't give a business cash, then you should have to piss on the ground. And because of that, we've all agreed to live in a giant like pool of piss and like human poop everywhere, and like drugs that like it's
Yeah. Impressive, yeah.
we make America worse all the time to make the lives of the most impoverished people even worse than the average person's.
Yeah.
And we do that so that we can point to the average person and say, hey, look how much better your life is than these other people.
Yeah.
Anyway, I need to get water.
Yeah.
I'll walk back
Thank
over
you.
here a little later maybe, but I'm gonna go get water.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Okay, so hey, what was your name?
Oh, yes.
Marcus. Hello everyone, his name was Marcus. Marcus has been homeless for 10 years. Can you believe that? He was homeless in New York City for 10 years and he is alright. He sounds logical. He's very he was explaining things to me very elaborately. Yeah, he sounds like a very smart guy, and it's hard to understand why he became homeless. He told me that he became homeless. By the way, guys, if you like the video, if you like watching me doing this performance art with the homeless people, please tap. Please give me the love. Please give me the thumbs up. Please give me the love. Thank you so much, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you. My name is Leo. Today I am going to be a homeless person for next 24 hours. I started here today at Union Square from 10 a.m. I'll be standing here until tomorrow 10 a.m. So guys, if you like how I am fighting for homeless people, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you very much. And yeah, like I was talking to him randomly, and yeah, it's impressive how he can explain all the challenges that he's going through. He sounds like a smart guy. It's hard to understand why he's homeless, or maybe he likes the freedom. Can you imagine being homeless, liking it? Is there any of you guys want to be a homeless? Do you guys think you will enjoy your life better being homeless? Anyone? Yes? No? Maybe? Maybe not? He's definitely, yeah, he definitely does not want to be houseless. You're talking about Marcus? No, he wants to be houseless. He doesn't want home. He doesn't want to live in a house, I think. But interestingly, he wants to have a wife and kids. I am not sure how he can do that, being homeless. I mean, what do you guys think? Anyone has any thoughts? Do you think you can be a homeless person? Batman. Yeah, he was like a Batman, right? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, being homeless is not easy, but that's what he wants. That's what he wants out of his life. That's what he wants. Alright, let's see. Yeah, he's a Batman, yeah. Okay, what time is it right now? Time flies when you talk to people, but I still have a lot of time. It's 9:30. I've been here for 11:30. Oh, it's about to be 12. Yeah. It's about to be 12 hours. Okay, it's about to be 12 hours for me to stand here. It's great, thank you. It's very cold, thank you. Hope this is a wake-up call for you. What do you mean wake-up call? Okay, I'm not actual homeless person, you know that, right? Okay, or I'm a homeless person. Can you please Venmo me some cash so that I can buy McDonald's? Thank you, sir. Please help me so that I can buy McDonald's. Oh, I haven't eaten anything today because I really wanted to make myself feel like a homeless person. I was hoping someone's gonna, like give me or buy me like um, drugs. I'm kidding. I was hoping someone can donate me food or something, but surprisingly, no one was donating me food. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Okay, there was another jacket that I have. Why am I doing this? Thank you for asking. I believe homeless is a big issue in our country and it's only gonna get worse if we are not doing anything. So I've been thinking, how can we solve this issue with homelessness? People, like, things are getting more expensive. People are getting poor because of the inflation and interest. Yeah, so how can we make our systematic homelessness situation better? From the research, I found out that most of the homeless people becomes drug addict. Why do they become drug addict? Before we get there, once homeless people becomes drug addict, there's no turning back. Most of the homeless people with drug addiction, it's very hard for them to get a job and have a normal living. So what we should stop homeless people is to stop using the drug. But we also need to ask, why are homeless people into drugs? Even alcoholism. Most of the homeless people, when they're abandoned by their families and friends, they start doing drugs. When they're depressed, they are going through emotional trauma, that's when they do drugs. So that is why I am putting myself that is why I'm putting myself into their shoes. I've been standing here at Thank you. Oh, cool, Goku. Thank you. I've been standing here at Union Square as a homeless person. You know what really sucks? How people look at me. How people have that judgmental eyes on me being homeless. And like I said, that's what's most difficult for people to go through. That's why they do drugs. That's why they get embarrassed, regret, and yeah, that's how they get mental problems and they try to solve that by using drugs. We need to stop that. And my solution here, I am attempting to. My attempted solution is that we should stop that. We should stop our judgment over homeless people. Yep, that's what I'm trying to do. I believe we should stop judging homeless people in how we think. Okay, one thing you have to do is make it easier to get ID for homeless. Yeah. Wait, why? Why, Tom? Why? Yeah, SF has a serious issue with homeless people. You're right. Hey, Harrison, you can slide me some money at my Venmo. I welcome all the donations. Please, give it to me. I'm working so hard for all of you guys. I'm hoping that this video can inspire you, share you some thought. Please, go to my YouTube channel and find my Venmo ID, which is under my description. And yeah, please give me some donation. Thank you. ID lets them sleep in. Yeah. So here's the thing. America is treating homeless people very nice in comparison to other Asian countries. America has homeless shelters. We have non-profit organizations that feeds people. It is not the money that's fixing the problem. It is the issue with the mental. It is the issue with their emotional trauma. So what should we do? What we have to do is to help them to get over their emotional trauma so that they don't become a drug addict. And when they're done with being homeless, we should hope that they will come back to society. Tom, without ID, they don't have access to medical care, even government programs designed to help them. Yes, you're very right. Think about all things that you need for ID. Yes. Sometimes those administration process stops those people who really need help. Okay, it's dark enough. I haven't peed for 12 hours. If I have to pee, I will I'll be over at the grass. I'll be over at the grass. Yeah. So don't judge me for that. Thank you. Please don't judge me for that. Guys, what do you judge over homeless people? What is your opinion over homeless people? Do you think we should help homeless people, or should we spend more money on education? Okay, Tom, reading time. Wow, Tom sent so much messages. Making ID easier to get, a huge step. Yes, I totally understand. Affordable housing. You know, like if you are American, if you have ID, yeah, you get affordable housing. It's not even affordable. It's a free housing. America is great. If you don't have money, they give you free housing. How amazing is that? Keep people safe. Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. Life can be hard, but like life can be hard, but American government, we help. American government do help. Hi Alba, how are you? Hi Cobolita, Alba. ¿Cómo está? Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. How's everyone? Hello everyone, I am in New York City. I am fighting for social judgment over homeless people. If you would like to, please give me a thumbs up. Please double tap and subscribe. Thank you. It's freezing. Yeah, it's getting really cold, yes. Guys, if you're watching me, please like and subscribe. If you're subscribing me, I can do more performance art over social issues. Social issues like racism. Last week I was talking about racial discrimination, if you guys were watching me. And yeah, I am very cold. Wow, there's no one here. There's literally no one here. I am not getting food. I was hoping someone's going to donate me food, but no one has given me food yet. If you need free food, you can go to Starbucks at the end of the day and they'll throw away all their leftover bakery items. Really? I see a Starbucks right there. But I don't know. But I do not know if they will give me. If you know anyone at Union Square, please let your friends know that there's a homeless person at Union Square. If you have any friends who live in New York City nearby Union Square, please let them know there's a hungry homeless person who's at Union Square. Please give me some food. Thank you. I'm really hungry. But it's okay. This is my 24-hour challenge as a homeless person. It's part of it. It is so hard to survive homelessness even with help. Really? Crumpet, can you share? Hanso! Oh, yes. I'm a homeless Asian. Thank you, TF Jen. Being a homeless is a terrible experience, and I think a lot of people just let it go. We don't care. What can we do? What should we do? We need solution at the end. To be honest, I really don't think you should be accepting any donations. They could be going to people who are actually homeless when you're just trying to social experiment. Okay, I mean, Tom, only thing that I got from people is can of soda and $5. As a YouTuber, I'm not making any money, you know that, right? So, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it as it is. Because I'm also about to be homeless, being so poor like this. If you're gonna do this challenge, do what homeless people do, who get to food. What do you do to get food? I don't want to get into all the details, but main factor was being born disabled and everyone refusing to hire me because of it. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's also part of it, right? How we judge, society judge everyone. We judge based on their color of the skin, their outfit, disabled. Society sucks. Yeah, society sucks. And yeah, society really sucks. I know. Hello, if you're watching me, my name is Leo. I'm a YouTuber. I am trying to be homeless person for next 24 hours. It's been 12 hours. I'm getting hungry and tired. If you know any friends in New York City near Union Square, let them know that there's a homeless person at Union Square who needs some free food. Thank you. Well, this is one of the donation. Thank you, Alex, for sharing me a seltzer. Thank you very much. I love you very much. I know it's a bit dangerous, but try to ask homeless dude near you. Try to scan for the good ones, yeah? Okay, first of all, I don't even know how homeless people feed themselves. Do they have like a food stamp? Like a brochure or something? Is that what they have? By the way, guys, I believe in you. Please. Ask your friends to buy me food. I am a bagger. I'm a bagger. By the way, Ava. Yeah, you're also being judgmental over homeless people. Why do you think they're dangerous? I just talked to one of them. He was fine. Until I get killed, right? Okay, I'm a YouTuber in New York City. I'm a homeless person for 24 hours. I'll be doing push-ups. Watch me doing push-ups, everyone. You have no choice. You have no choice but only to watch me do push-ups. I know, it sucks. If you don't want me to do push-ups, please Venmo me right now $5. Yeah. Wow, literally, why is there no one passing by on the street? Fucking insane. It's insane. Guys, should I sleep on the floor here? Actually, that's a true homeless experience. Okay, if someone pays me $10, I will lay on the floor and sleep. Jesus. What time is it? It's only what, 10 p.m.? Why is there no one here? Yeah. I will not die, right? I will not die. Wow, but literally, but really, there's no one here at Union Square. I never been to Union Square at 10 p.m., so I never knew. But yeah, there is no one here. Didn't know. Hi. Are you in a rush?
Hi.
Hi, are you in a rush?
No.
So, I believe homeless people are hard to go back to their society because they are emotionally traumatized from society, or it can be also a mental issue. Did you know that most of the Did you know that most of the homeless people who become drug addict is because of the abandonment from their family and friends, which lead to depression, which leads to drug addiction, and once you get to drug addiction, you cannot get out.
Yeah.
So, I believe my solution here is we should. Okay, before I tell you my solution, would you like to tell me? Do you think society judge on homeless people?
Yes.
Okay, how?
I
Why?
think that they judge homeless people by.
Do you wanna come close to me?
You want me to be in the camera?
Do you want to be on the camera?
Can I not be on the camera?
That's fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I think that people label homeless people as people who are lazy or
Yeah.
that they did it to themselves, but it's very much not the case.
Yeah.
I struggle with addiction myself, so I know what it's like. And I
What
know,
addiction?
I'm sober from alcoholism.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
How are you?
I'm a year sober. I had young alcoholism.
Okay, this is why you don't want to be on the camera. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Wait.
Um,
Hi. It's okay. When did you start drinking?
when I was 13.
Okay. With your parents, I guess.
Yeah, I'm from Europe, so you start drinking earlier.
Oh, you French?
Yeah. Yes, half French, but I lived in Poland.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Okay. I want to learn more about this. This is really interesting. Yeah. Can you tell me more about it? So, how did you? Is 13 legal for
No.
drinking? Like wine, right? Like vino.
nothing. Like
Okay.
I was drinking with
Who are you drinking with?
my friends.
Okay. And how do you define yourself alcoholics?
How
What
do
make?
I define myself?
Yeah. How? Why are you telling me that you're alcoholic?
Because
You were alcoholic.
Because I would drink alone at 1 in the morning.
For how much?
How much would I
Yeah.
drink until I got drunk? So I know the difficulty of addiction and what triggers it and how hard it is to get out of it. And
You started so early.
yes,
Do you? I'm sorry to ask you, but do you regret it or like?
no,
Oh, you
no,
don't
it was the
regret it?
best decision I
No, it was not recording. We were having such a great discussion.
made. I'm so sorry.
So yeah, well, what I want to ask you is that, can you draw me? What was the most difficult? Isolation. Yeah. Can you write isolation? Thank you. Yeah. All right. If you would like to watch our chat, yeah, please, you can.
I don't have
subscribe.
social media, so unfortunately I can't watch it. But,
Wow, that's amazing.
I
You're
am-
you're clean from everything.
I'm trying. I'm trying very hard.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I appreciate you doing this. This is a very good initiative, and it's very powerful.
I hope we don't judge people. Yeah.
No, when I have something to give, I'll give it.
Yeah.
Because
Do you have any food?
on me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, it's okay. Yeah, I'm trying to be 24-hour homeless. No one has given me food yet. Someone gave me water. Someone gave me a seltzer, but no one gave me food yet.
You
So
want
I'll
some
just.
gum? I have gum.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mouth smells probably for not eating.
Why would
So
they cater to me?
Here, I'll give you some gum.
well, what school do you go?
I go here to
Nice. Are you ever going to drink again?
I don't
Never?
want to. I don't want to.
Never. Wow.
Here.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Have a nice, wonderful night.
You too.
Thank
Take
you.
care. I'm glad there's people like you doing
Okay.
things like this.
No one sees you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. God damn it. Oh, that was a really powerful conversation that we were having. I'm not sure if anything got captured. Hello. Are you in a rush?
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, home safe. Hi. Hello, is anyone there? How long did it get disconnected? Hi everyone. Hi. She gave me a gum. Okay, I'll come back. Something is wrong with my YouTube.